Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video where we're back in the world of Astrologaster with Doctor Simon Forman. My name is Brian, and we are going to see if we can get the final letters we need to get our medical license. I've totally lost count how many we have. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. We need 3 more. And there's 5 patients left, and possibly a mystery one down here. So, let's see if we can get this done. We're not going to hopefully not see her again. Well, we do need a letter, but we've got one more case with her. We'll see.
Hear ye, hear ye! Traitor loses head after losing mind. Earl of Essex gets the chop for treason.
We did warn him. We told him not to. On this day, the 25th day of February, in the year of our Lord 1601, Robert Devereux, the Earl of Essex, was executed for treason. The execution follows yesterday's trial, at which he was found guilty of leading a failed plot against the realm. Formerly a favourite of both Her Majesty and the London public, the Earl's surprising betrayal of both Queen and country was shocked the nation. I did tell him not to do it.
If you try to argue with her, you will have no luck. She'll twist and turn your logic till your reason comes unstuck. Chastise Mary who you like, she will not give up.
No, she won't. She won't give up. La 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 la. La la la. She is known as what we call in the business. Oh, I'm going there. Let's carry on.
Well met, Mistress Payne. How fare you this day?
Most well indeed, sir, for I am just come from taking my niece on an outing to Tower Hill. 'Twas to see the execution of the traitor Robert Devereux.
Of course it was.
Ah, yes, Lord Devereux. What a tragic end to a promising career.
And such a lovely beheading they gave us. My niece and I very much enjoy the hangings at Tyburn, but a beheading is so much more elegant, is it not? Verily, 'tis a better class of execution, I find, and the royal executioner did go down on Devereux with such skill. A single stroke was all it took to give us the traitor's head.
Aye, 'tis true the royal executioner gives excellent...
But I have no time to tarry here and gossip with you, Dr. Forman. I am come on a matter of great concern, and you are just the man to help, methinks. For your prediction that Elizabeth's reign would endure was true. Whilst the Queen does have the appearance of being naught but a painted corpse propped up on a throne using artfully placed cushions, she is, in lore at least, still alive. Praised be!
Ah, indeed. Praised be.
Praised
and
be.
what is this new matter that concerns you?
'Tis that England is filling up with foreigners.
Oh.
Indeed, 'tis been going on for so many years now that in London 'tis rare to hear anyone discoursing in the English tongue any more. The city is crawling with continentals.
Ah, then I take it you do not enjoy your visit to the City of London.
Oh, nay, I have never been to London. For as I did just say, 'tis crawling with continentals, and Lambeth will soon suffer the same fate if we do not act. Why, only the other day I spied a continental on the high street. A monstrous ogre of a man he was. And as for his face, his eyelashes were so fair he had the appearance of having none at all.
Ah, yes, the Netherlanders. 'Tis true the people of the Netherlands can be fair of hair and tall of stature.
And 'tis surely no coincidence that Lambeth has suffered an increase in crime of late. We do not feel safe, Dr. Forman. Every night we ladies of Fore Street do shiver in our beds at the thought of these frighteningly large men.
I do not doubt it, madam. Now, let us see whether the stars might allay or confirm your fears. Should the residents of Lambeth be concerned about an influx of continentals?
There we go with no. Let's have a look. Lambeth's residents' relationship with the continental immigrants is danger to turning violent. Some continentals are lying about why they're in Lambeth. They are come from a rob... No. Wage war on the continent. Name of religion has caused death and destruction. Residents of Lambeth are being somewhat hypocritical. The stars advise countering this hypocrisy. And what is this one? Continental immigration will enrich England's legacy with culture and innovation. Youths who have lost their sense of discipline are involved. Austerity and education. Yeah, it's that.
Madam, I may assure you that if there be a rise in criminality, the Continentals are not to blame.
Then who is to blame?
You.
May I suggest the youth of this day? The youth of this day are customarily blamed for social ills, and in this instance, it would seem justified, at least according to the stars. As for the Continentals, it appears that elements of their culture and expertise may one day serve to enrich ours. Consider, for example, the additional dining options they have brought with them to England. Indeed, do we English not tire of our dreary custards and dull mutton roasts?
Well, in truth, I am a little partial to their... What are those puffy pancake things with the crisscrosses on them?
Waffles, I believe.
Aye, I will own I am partial to those Netherlander waffles. But pish, Dr. Foreman.
Netherlander
You
waffles?
learned man and fancy folk may discourse all you like about having your dinner tables enlivened with foreign cookery. But who is it that suffers when desperate Continentals go a-robbing our houses and a-troubling our women? 'Tis us ordinary folk, 'tis who. I will have my husband write to Lambeth Palace and tell the Archbishop we will have no more of these Continentals in Lambeth. Blessed day, Dr. Foreman.
She's so hard to please. So hard to please. Oy, yoy.
Hear ye, hear ye! Dean of Rochester Cathedral dies. New Dean pledges to refurnish empty cathedral.
Local residents of San Juan is Thomas Blow, Dean of Rochester Cathedral. He leaves behind a wife, Alice Blow, and children John, Thomas, Cornwallis, Edmund, Nicholas, and Francis. Cornwallis? That's an amazing name.
Humphrey man, what is its reward? For it is not enough to leave my father, Lord. For you, we sigh, we drool and swoon when we see you entering the room.
He's not that fancy. Look at him.
Good day, Mr. Bell, and well met. I recall you were hoping for a pay rise. How did that go?
Well, I got a pay rise, innit? I took your advice about banding together with the other hired men and gabbing about how much coin we was getting. Turns out, another one of the lads weren't getting paid enough for his lady parts neither. So, we all refused to do our rehearsals until the boss man fixed it.
Well done, Mr. Bell. I must say I am most proud of you.
But this day, I am come about my skin. She's so clapped, I need twice as much ceruse as normal.
Ah, yes, Venetian ceruse, the white lead and vinegar paste ladies and players use to whiten their faces.
Ugh.
You have to fix it for me, Doctor, for
got
my role
lead
in
in
Mr.
it.
Shakespeare's new play. I'm to play a lady who disguises herself as a lawyer.
A lady cunningly disguised as a lawyer? Forsooth, how original. But I see not why you need worry over your complexion. Having a sound grasp of Latin and a talent for eloquence are the usual qualifications of a legal advocate, are they not? Is it verily necessary for this lawyer to have beauty as well?
Well, Mr. Burbage seems to think so.
These are enlightened times, and we must have confidence in our audience that they will accept, even welcome, the notion of a lady of learning, as long as she be lovely enough to lie with.
I see. And 'tis true your skin is looking a little less than lovely at present. Let us see if we may find a remedy for it in the stars. What is the matter with Humphrey Bell's face, and what may be done to improve its appearance?
It was a stupid time where they wouldn't let women act or anything. It's just... the mind boggles. Alright, what's wrong with Humphrey's skin? Suffers from melancholy. A condition that is made... No, not that. This temperature of the liver, occasional kind of poison. Well, he is getting poisoned by the lead. Ugliness. Well, he's not ugly. He's a very pretty fella, apparently. So, we're going to go with poisoned of the lead.
stars indicate that your skin troubles are occasioned by the ceruse paste you're applying to your face. The lead it contains is causing your scabs and, if I am not mistaken, some thinning in your hair. But these are merely indications of a greater trouble it is causing, a distemperature of the liver. You must no longer apply lead to your face, Mr. Bell.
What you mean, like, 'tis poisonous or something?
Yes.
Oh, nay, lead is not poisonous. You merely seem to have a sensitivity to it, is all. I will write you up a prescription to take to an apothecary. He will concoct you a paste from alum, tin ash, and sulphur as a replacement for the ceruse you have been using. And to hide the damage to your skin, you might apply the white of a raw egg to your face. 'Twill act as a kind of glaze over your complexion.
So all this will fix my face, yeah? Zow! I thank you kindly, Dr. Forman.
You get salmonella. Oh, he seemed happy though. Look at that! Boom! Moving on.
Mr. Forman,
Oh.
doubtless I need not explain why you have been brought before the College of Physicians this day. We have been informed that you persist in practicing medicine without a license, in defiance of the law and in spite of previous warnings given you by myself and my distinguished colleagues. How do you answer this charge? Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Sirrah?
I say that I am a good doctor, and that my many years of experience have allowed me to perfect my methods as a true physician.
You would dare speak of your methods, Mr. Forman? We are informed that you write your patients' names and complaints in a notebook, doubtless all the better to blackmail them with.
Ah, yes, my case books. Indeed, sir, 'tis most useful to be able to remember a querant's history.
Furthermore, you use astrological readings not simply to predict the course of an illness or judge the best time for a treatment, as good medicine teaches us, but you find the cause of the disease in the stars. You refuse to examine your patient's urine for this purpose.
Well, yes, for...
And you would dare claim that in these past years you have gained medical knowledge and skill from mere experience? Then I invite you to provide proof of it now. You will submit to an examination.
What? Yellow? My exhibits. No. No. Oh, it is one of these ones. Black bile. Sanguine? Oh dear.
Silence! Simon Forman, you have failed this examination, and thereby have proved yourself unfit to practice medicine. Remove this charlatan, this carnival quack from my sight!
What, again? I demand to speak with my legal counsel. You will regret this!
I should really be paying attention more. Alright, sir, it was with shock and distress that I did learn of your current situation. But worry not, Dr. Forman, for you will be freed from jail this very day. Obey my husband, Lord Dyer, exert his influence on your behalf. But I must warn you that the College of Physicians cannot be obstructed for long, and that you verily ought to procure a medical license. Your current and most assured friend, Lady Emma Dyer. Oh, she's lovely. Even though I think she's the Black Widow. But she's nice.
There be some solution, though. Read the stars and we shall know.
I reckon I'm going to lose points because her husband died.
Well met, Alice, dear friend. Since your husband's death, I have oft thought of you. Fare you well?
In truth, for a while I was most vexed with you. Indeed, 'tis why I did not come sooner. Your false diagnosis left me unprepared for Blog's passing. Instead of being by his bedside, I was at the Quiet Bear when he died. 'Tis not easy to make arrangements for a funeral after several flasks of wine, Forman.
Aye, failing to remark the seriousness of his condition is one of my abiding regrets. I hope you may one day forgive me.
Nay, nay, 'tis all forgotten. Besides, I think what I took for anger was grief in truth. I think I verily did love that old fool, despite his mump-headedness and his leaving me and the children with not a penny between us. But things are better since I did become Mistress Macy.
Then you have remarried?
Aye, 'twas the only means of putting a roof over our heads and meat in our bellies. And Mr. Macy is a kind man. Oh, but Forman, we may not have our roof much longer. Macy has threatened to leave me.
The brute!
Well, to be fair, I suppose I did fail to apprise him of the full extent of Blog's debts, which are, as you know, not inconsiderable. But what am I to do about it now?
Ah, yes, of course. By marrying you, he is now responsible for the debts of your late husband, according to the law. In sooth, 'tis a high price to pay for a wife. No matter the marital bliss, her bountiful charms and fine qualities do doubtless afford him.
Ah, save it for another day, Forman. 'Tis not your chub-brained flattery I am come for. 'Tis your counsel.
Then let us see if the stars may offer a solution. How may Alice Macy prevent her husband petitioning for a divorce?
Mr. Macy feels nervous about going burning with Thomas Blog's debts and the family trip might turn things around. How would that achieve anything? God is punishing the deceased Thomas Blog by visiting evil sins of the father upon the widow and children. This is burned his widow with. No, I'm going to do that one.
I am afeard that there is little hope of preventing your husband from divorcing you. It seems that God is punishing Dean Blag's sins by condemning his widow and children to live in pauperdom.
But why would God seek to punish innocent children for their father's sins?
What about yours?
It defies reason.
Reason, madam? Have you not read the Bible?
Well, I must own that though it has always been my intention to do so, it is one of those books that one never verily gets around to reading, at least not from cover to cover.
Aye, 'tis very true. Well, according to the Holy Book, visiting a father's sins upon his children is, in truth, most consistent with God's past behaviour.
Pretty much.
Is it indeed? Well, methinks at bedtime prayers this even I shall be giving God a piece of my mind.
Oh, we lost more points. No letter there. She's gone.
Hear ye, hear ye. Nation mourns death of beloved Queen. King James of Scotland tipped to succeed to the English throne. Hear ye!
All England is in mourning as news spreads of the death of our beloved sovereign, Queen Elizabeth Tudor, often referred to as a good Queen Bess by her subjects, expired the natural cause on the day 24th of March, the year of our Lord 1603. Although Her Majesty left no heir nor named successor, her cousin and nearest blood relation, 57-year-old James Stuart, King of Scotland, is rumored to be travelling down from Edinburgh to be crowned King of England later this week.
Humphrey Bell, you must not take so ill, for though your beauty does fade, we do adore you still. Our eyes so wide, our thoughts so unrefined, at the sight of your shapely
You got a nice bum, lad. Let's go.
Good day, Mr. Bell. Oh, I must congratulate you on your performance of the comely lady lawyer in The Merchant of Venice. And methinks your skin is much improved. 'Tis verily glowing.
Aye, Dr. Forman. Changing my lead paste for sulphur worked very well. Mistress Burbage says I now look a picture of beauty.
Did she now? Forsooth, 'tis well to hear the troubles with your skin are resolved. Now, what is it you come for this day?
Mr. Shakespeare has written a new play, and I need to look younger if I'm to get a good part in it. 'Tis about an ancient Roman general called Titus Andronicus. I wish to play the role of his comely mother, the Lady Tamara.
You need to look younger in order to play a man's mother, you say. But according to my casebook, why, sir, you are not yet 25 years of age.
Aye, sir, indeed. 'Tis part the business of playing now, innit? At least, according to Mr. Burbage. He was well vexed when I pointed out how the man played tights is near as old as I am.
If the stage is not to your liking, Mr. Bell, I invite you to seek employment elsewhere.
All right, then. Let us see what the stars advise. What can be done to make my querant Humphrey Bell appear younger?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Humphrey must undergo a transformation to repair the damage Time's legacy has wrought. No. Good angels. Good angels have bestowed upon Humphrey the talent of artistry that he can use to improve the appearance of his face. This advises that something I find that has been obtained from a foreign country can help him appear younger, but there is cruelty involved. It is God's will that Humphrey embraces his masculinity as he matures. Humphrey is out of touch with reality. He cannot reverse the aging process and look younger. Impossible to please, and Humphrey should be pessimistic about his ability to reverse the aging process. I don't really want to give him the bad news. What was that again? Cruelty. I'm gonna go with that one.
We must address your problem scientifically, Mr. Bell. Youth is characterized by sanguinity, governed by the humour blood. Therefore, we need to give you the appearance of having an abundance of blood. In your cheeks and lips, for instance.
So how do I do that?
With insects.
You what?
One moment while I fetch a pot of them from my cabinet. Now, these are what are called cochineal beetles. Do not be afeared, for they are dead. They have been shipped here from the New World. You must crush a handful of these creatures into a powder, mix it with water, and then apply it to your cheeks and lips.
Beetle juice on my face? I will not lie, that sounds mad. I'll give it a try though.
That's old school makeup, lipstick. That's how it was done. It is made out of beetles, like red beetles. Well done, Dr. Forman.